the women's 400 freestyle S11 will be a close contest. We have got some very experienced swimmers taking the start here. Daniela Schulte, world record holder in lane number 4. World record set in the World Championships in Eindhoven in 2010. A time of 5 minutes 10.77. There's the first of the two Italians, RABBOLINI, next to her teammate Cecilia CAMELLINI, Paralympic gold medalist in 150 freestyle. Daniela Schulte, the world record holder and Paralympic champion. Newcomer onto the scene, 15 years of age, Liesette BRUINSMA, and Olga IAKIBIUK, world championship bronze medalist, and Tatiana BLATTNEROVA from Slovakia completes the lineup in lane number 7. So just 6 swimmers this time, Giles. Taking the start, the world record holder goes in lane number 4, and young 15-year-old Liesette BRUINSMA. Watch out for her in the breaststroke event, but could she do something in this 400 freestyle? What can Cecilia CAMELLINI do? The Italian champion in the shorter freestyle events. You've got to think that Daniela Schulte will be the favourite for this one, really favouring those distance events rather than the sprints.
Absolutely, but CAMELLINI looks very, very good in the centre of her lane. Well, although I've just said that, she's wandered over, caught the lane rope. But yeah, BRUINSMA just coming up for the tap now. An interesting technique that the Dutch tappers are using. Rather than just holding the tapping stick with one hand, which many of them do, they are holding the tapping stick with 2 hands and almost pivoting their body to create the tap, rather than going for a sort of deft kind of flick. It's a much more sort of solid mechanical movement. They obviously worked on that.
Well, let's see if the tapper at this end will employ the same kind of tactics.
There he goes, just out of shot there.
Oh dear!
Oh!
And she's missed the turn. The tap was just a little bit too far out for BRUINSMA, but she corrected herself. And she had to go back there, and kind of scull backwards.
Oh, and the tapper is standing on the pool side. He's got his hand up over his face, shaking his head. He can't believe it. But she did absolutely the right thing there to back herself up and make sure that she hit the wall. She should be fine with that. Obviously, it will have cost her a lot of energy. It's cost her a lot of time, but she's still in the lead.
She's going very, very well indeed. The youngster, Liesette BRUINSMA. Netherlands with a real crop of good youngsters there. Oh, she's just missing these turns again. It's all costing her time there. CAMELLINI still in contention. And BRUINSMA would have been away and clear at this stage if it wasn't for those 2 turns. They've got to get it right this time.
Oh.
The youngster is still going well. She's ploughing on. Fantastic stuff from the Dutch swimmer here. And the world record holder, a little bit adrift now, the German. But we're only coming up to halfway point, so it's not over yet. There's another few turns to come. See if Mark Faber can get this tap right here. The Dutch coach.
Well, here it comes.
Oh, now Liesette.
Well, she gets that one.
CAMELLINI 3 seconds back there. BRUINSMA with a fantastic lead at the moment. This youngster is a real talent, Giles. Just come out of nowhere this year. Well, to my knowledge anyway, probably the Dutch have been keeping her under wraps until Paralympic year.
Well, Daniela Schulte in lane number 4. World record holder, not having a great swim at all. Here we go, coming into a turn again for BRUINSMA. There's the tap. Yeah, in the groove now.
That's good stuff there from this young Dutch swimmer. We saw Chantal Chedevelt earlier on collected a medal. Surely Liesette BRUINSMA is going to be on for another medal for the Netherlands team here, and this is absolutely superb. Mark Evers, of course, with a gold medal still to collect for that Netherlands team tonight, and this young swimmer is absolutely fantastic.
She's got a good head position in her freestyle, particularly for a blind swimmer. Good turn again. A lot of swimmers will use what they can see as a way of making sure they've got the right head position. And obviously in this completely blind class, there's absolutely none of that frame of reference. And so sometimes you can see the head wanders around a lot. All adds drag and creates problems for the arms and legs. In the stroke around that, everything follows the head, if you like. But she does well to keep a pretty good head position. Here comes the final turn now. She's so far in front, she could afford to have another mistake, but I don't think she will.
Oh, a little bit close. Oh dear. If she works on those turns, she will have a sensational time. But as it is going to be a fantastic time here for Liesette BRUINSMA. I'm sure she is on her way to a European title here. She's hitting the line ropes. Oh, it's all going wrong for the youngster, but she has such a big lead that it's not going to be vital in this occasion. A real learning experience for young Liesette BRUINSMA, but she is on her way to the European title. The 15-year-old from the Netherlands comes home in front. A superb swim there from Liesette BRUINSMA. All those technical problems, but still she has won this 400 meters by 10 seconds ahead of the more experienced pair of CAMELLINI and SCHULTE.
Well, and I tell you what, the thing that really stands out for me is she was 10 seconds adrift of the world record, which ordinarily we'd be saying, well, she's missed it by a country mile, but if you add all those turns up, plus the lane rope hit, sort all those things out, well, it's easy to see that maybe the world record could be on.
Well, absolutely, and it was quite early in that race when she had those problems in those turns, and it was just, she just plowed on, didn't she?
Absolutely.
Nothing phased her. Of course, she wouldn't have been aware where anyone was, so as an S11 swimmer, you've got to swim your own race. Anyway, you haven't got any option.
Yeah, no, it was both heartwarming, entertaining, great stuff to watch. It really, really was. And, well, I think we're going to be talking about her a lot over years to come. Just coming into the finish there, BLATTNEROVA, 6:30.92.
She doesn't know the result of the race, of course. She'll be listening to the announcers here in the pool in Funchal. And here, one of the turns, that was a good one.
That was one of the good ones, wasn't it? There it was.
Dear.
Oh my God, back pedal.
Well, that is good to see a youngster like that realise that she's got to do that in a big competition.
And that was the one that was very, very tight, and she ended up almost clamped onto the wall.
Going into the last lane. Oh, on the ropes. Oh, over the ropes. Oh, that's got to hurt. But it didn't matter in the end. She is the European champion. Let's have a look. Look, this big smile just going out of shot there for the youngster as she gets her goggles checked there. And Mark Faber, the coach, will breathe a sigh of relief. A learning experience for the youngster. But Liesette BRUINSMA is a superb European champion from the Netherlands. CAMELLINI, the silver, and SCHULTE, the bronze.
Well, his face when the first one went in was an absolute picture.